jerk! Why did you pull on Sweetie Pie Hulk! Como se llama? No, Kelly Clarkson! This is not a good look for me!
Stand by, going to air.
Stand by, Phil.
5,
Stand by music.
4,
Stand by announce.
3, 2, 1.
And fade up.
They're the Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks of Hobbs.
American public, you are worthless.
Can't account for taste.
Nice.
Your teaser from earlier on
That's
the loose
fantastic.
adaptation.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Shove that Pulitzer Prize square up your ass.
I'm so happy.
I'm as best as you're gonna get, ladies. So here you go.
We have
Shut up!
Then it's not a four.
Masturbatory bullshit. I get the joke now.
Hey,
Stupid,
kids.
wonderful thing. Yeah.
Here's some stickers.
Are you in the crosshairs of the woke mob?
To the bridge of Kazakh Doom.
What is happening in my mouth?
Pumpkin spice lattes.
I was the mark.
You were the mark, man.
You want to get high together? You want to drink?
Cinema.
Subterfuge, machinations. Wow.
Wow.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. Well, welcome everyone to a brand new episode of 20 Years, 4 Beers. We are a podcast dedicated to rewatching movies from at least 2 decades ago while simultaneously enjoying a minimum of 4 modern beers. My name is Steve, and this is my big brother,
Tim.
and we are coming to you live-ish from Minneapolis, Minnesota. We have just watched and recorded our special 5th anniversary episode on Almost Famous, and as usual, we sit together and discuss another film or two over another beer, and we refer to these as our happy hour episodes.
Hey, you guys. Happy hour is from 4 to 6.
In this happy hour, we will be covering 2 comedies from 2005 and discussing our recent rewatches of Wedding Crashers and The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Bear with me here.
You got this.
All right. I got to introduce multiples. So, Wedding Crashers. We'll start with Wedding Crashers.
Yep.
Wedding Crashers is the story of 2 best friends who seemingly work all year solely so they can crash weddings for a few weeks in Washington, D.C. They see this as their extended spring break as adults, and all is great in the crashing world until they decide to pull off one final crash of the year, an epic crash of a U.S. Treasury Secretary's daughter's wedding. Both men find themselves with new girls, and they eventually end up being invited to the Nantucket home of the secretary for the weekend, as is known to happen. There, they both fall into uncomfortable situations, like the back of a Volkswagen. One is in a toxic, crazy relationship with his possible soulmate, and the other falls for a girl who is somehow in a toxic relationship of her own. Wedding Crashers is the... what did I rate on that one? Wedding Crashers is another... There we go. Is another addition to the lie at the center of the story movie that was very common at the time.
Yep.
But it is certainly not without its laughs and fun moments. The film was directed by David Dobkin, written by Steve Faber and Bob Fisher. Remind me to talk about one of their IMDb descriptions. It's fucking incredible. And stars Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn, Rachel McAdams, Isla Fisher, or Isla, Christopher Walken, Jane Seymour, and Bradley Cooper. The 40-Year-Old Virgin is exactly as advertised. The film follows Andy, a 40-year-old electronics technician, as he starts to befriend his coworkers for the first time and gets out of his house more. Soon it is discovered that Andy is a virgin, and his new friends make it their goal to get him laid as soon as possible. This obviously goes off the rails pretty quickly, including a waxing scene that is still incredible. At the same time, Andy finds a new love all on his own, and he struggles with telling this new woman the truth without sacrificing their relationship. This is another lie at the center of the story movie, but arguably with more heart. The film is directed by Judd Apatow, written by Apatow and Steve Carell. It stars Carell, Catherine Keener, Paul Rudd, Seth Rogen, Romany Malco, Jane Lynch, Leslie Mann, and Elizabeth Banks.
Come on, not my beer.
with our reactions and verdicts to the movie out of the way, we move on to the reactions to our beers that we drank while rewatching our subject movie.
And if you want to have sex with a disgusting bad brewer with a terrible attitude,
This is where we take a look back at our beers and give our expert ratings for our drinking buddies.
Ugh, whatever.
hey, here's the truth.
This is Drinking Buddies.
Let's get weird.
I don't know if held up as known as a question. I think the question sometimes is, why was this popular?
Yeah, like, how does
there's
that-
certain things. Okay, all right. Well, anyway, here we go, Drinking Buddies. This is funny to me because the last time we did 2 movies,
Yep.
it was like we
I went crazy.
flipped the script here. So I have 2 per movie. You have 2 total, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So did you separate it by movie or just 2 total?
Just 2 total.
Okay. So go ahead with your 2.
So I had Central Waters out of somewhere in Wisconsin.
It's the central part of Wisconsin.
That works. That tracks.
Around the water.
The Oktoberfest, which again, time of the year,
You love it. Yeah.
had to have something. They're 3.75. Like we
I mean,
talked
again,
it's
if
hard to
you
mess
fuck
it up, hard to stand it
yeah,
out.
Yeah,
It's good.
If I drink an Oktoberfest and my face goes like, "Oh God,
what the hell?
you've done something wrong."
No Marzen. It was great. It was good. And then I had Fair State's Party Forward Hazy IPA.
We hadn't had Party Forward.
We
Huh.
had not.
All right.
I was surprised. A 3.5. It's definitely one of those like a nice solid like mass produced for them.
Yeah, but
it was great when it first
yeah.
came out, and now I'm kind of like, I
Yeah.
forgot. Like it's just
I'd rather have
fine.
Mirror Universe. Like, I mean, if you're gonna give me a
yes.
mass produced,
Yeah, like
Fair
some kinda
State?
like yes, I'll take that.
yeah, give me a
That'd
Mirror
be
Universe.
in the future, but yeah, it's 3.5. So, yeah.
We've had Mirror Universe, haven't we?
Check.
Check the list.
I will- yeah.
All right. So for 40-year-old virgin, I had 2 beers from a familial brewery for us.
Okay.
Tremendous Brewing Company out of St. Peter,
Ooh.
Minnesota.
Dude, you had one?
I had 2 of them. You're welcome. So their Dagmar DDH double IPA.
Okay.
It was not, I will admit, even Kurt, our cousin who happens to own the
Side note,
place.
we have
full-
not had Mirror
yeah.
Universe.
Oh, well, there we go.
Oh,
Next episode.
Yep. Sorry, Dagmar?
Dagmar DDH double IPA. Even then, even Kurt would say the double dry hop, like it was a hazy IPA at first, but it got like clearer over time. So it's really more of just a traditional double.
Nice.
But it's got the flavor of a DDH. It was 7.9% ABV. Really delicious traditional double IPA though. Like really
Nice.
good. Like it was like not malty. Sometimes you get that sort of like malt sort of not beer flavor. It was really good. I have a 4.5 out of 5 on that one actually.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. O-Town, so also from Tremendous Brewing Company out of St. Peter, Minnesota. O-Town Funk West Coast IPA. So 7.5% ABV. So a single IPA 7.5. Meanwhile, the double was 7.9. A very good traditional West Coast. Very clean, crisp flavor. I had a 4 out of 5 on that one. Kind of
Nice.
traditional West
Nice.
Coast on that one. For Wedding Crashers, from Coronado Brewing Company, and you'll laugh on this one because when I bought it, I was trying to find. I'm so hesitant to even admit this. I was trying to find something like the Catalina wine mixer, which is from Step Brothers.
Step Brothers, yeah.
I know it's from Step Brothers.
Yeah.
But when I was in the liquor store, I was like, I gotta find something like Catalina wine mixer,
Yeah.
as if it's from freaking Wedding Crashers.
Yeah,
I know it's
Nantucket.
not.
Yeah.
So I got right. So I got Coronado Brewing out of California, naturally. So like, but I wasn't drinking that day.
Samsonite.
I know. Anyway, they're Aloha Warrior. It's an American IPA, as God intended. 7.2% ABV. This is one of those like I'm gonna reenact this. We're not on video here. It's one of those shrug your shoulders and say it was good
Yeah.
types of beers where you're like, oh, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's fine. It's nothing fancy. It's like a fundraiser beer. You know what I mean? Like it's for Wounded Warrior Project or whatever
they
it was.
put effort into this.
Yeah, and so like it was good. It was 3.75 out of 5, but like nothing. Oh my god, amazing! But it's fine. But you're kind of like, oh yeah, that's good. It's fine. And then Unmapped Brewing Company, their Path of Souls black IPA. I don't think we've had that.
Oh no.
It's a great name for a black
That's a
IPA.
really
Path of
great,
Souls.
yeah.
They do it every fall. 6.3% ABV. Really solid black IPA, which we rarely have lately. It's just not the thing.
Good.
And I think because it was a good roasted flavor without being smoky.
Nice.
But it was still like a 3.75 out of 5. I think like 8-10 years ago, a black IPA, we were just shitting ourselves.
They were
over.
just
It'd have
all
been
the best.
5 out of 5.
Yes.
It'd have been great. And now I'm like, yeah, it's good. It's good.
The dark and the bitter, yeah.
The dark and the darkness.
Oh.
If you guys were the inventors of Facebook, you'd have invented Facebook.
Happy
Happy hour is from 4 to 6.
Tim reminded me. I'm going to leave this in because I embarrass myself with editing
mean,
sometimes.
it's
I
fine.
totally forgot. I just got so self-centered in my 4 beers. Tim, what do we got?
Look what I accomplished with my
Yeah,
2
look at me.
beers per movie.
Look at me.
Tonight. Fuck off. Out of New Holland Brewing,
Yes.
their Dragon's Milk, which we've had
Yeah, we've had their stuff.
like the cream one or whatever.
Yeah.
The white.
Yeah,
one,
but we've had Dragon's Milk, I think, stout, too. It's
not,
really good.
Not the, no.
What?
Not the, no, I agree.
All right, here we go.
Down the
Adding
road.
it for next time.
Yep.
All right.
Dragon's Milk, Crimson Keep,
Sure.
Bourbon Barrel Aged,
Good name.
Red Ale.
Yeah.
I do wonder if there's some detriment to having it after the Fulton.
I feel bad for them. Yes, it's not
Again,
as good
proximity
as the Fulton, but I gave
is
it a bit.
issue. But it's quite tasty. I
It's
think
really good,
It's like
actually.
a 4
Yeah,
out of
I
5.
have it a 4
like
as
it's a
well.
really solid.
Yeah.
But like high. I mean, 11%. But also, it's like it's a really nice. It's not overpowering. Like whoo,
No,
crazy bourbon, but it's a good solid.
it's good red. Yeah, I mean,
Like-
we just talked about black
Red
ales
ale.
with Path of Souls. I think
Yeah.
red ales are better than black ales, and so I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah,
this is
It's-
this is good.
it's
I have
very
4
well
to 5 as well.
Yeah,
It's almost a bit too boozy. You said it was barrel aged, right?
yeah, barrel aged.
So I mean, I guess that's one
Yeah.
positive. I do like it, and I
Yeah.
do feel bad for them. Like coming off of
we had to have it. off of
yeah,
We're
what are you
down,
gonna do?
but
It's- Okay,
It's good though.
yeah. All right, now
If you guys were the inventors of Facebook, you'd have invented Facebook.
This is a social network
You don't have to be an intellectual property expert to understand the difference between right and wrong.
where we take a look back at the critical and fan reception from 2 decades ago.
Mark!
As usual, Tim takes point on this, so take it away, Tim.
You better lawyer up, asshole. Because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything. $1 billion.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
strong or whatever.
oh yeah, Mark, yeah. All right, Tim, what do you got?
We're gonna go with the Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, we have exactly. We had 2 movies. Here we go. What do we got?
So Wedding Crashers 7 out of 10. IMDb rating.
Yeah.
Andrew Saris of The Observer said the most exhilarating entertainment to emerge this year from the failed forlorn factory town of Hollywood.
Failed Forlorn Factory.
It's a lot of
Good
alliteration there,
Lord.
Andrew. Largely because of Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn. The best high-low comedy team since the heyday days of Paul Newman and Robert Redford.
Come on, man.
And I was like,
Good
ooh,
Lord.
wow.
That is a wow.
Yeah, with all due respect.
Wow.
Nick DeSemlian
Sure.
from Empire Magazine said the laid-back stars are funny and sweet, but they're let down by a patchy script which squanders some potentially priceless setups. Roger Ebert gave it 2 out of 4. Said there were probably days on the set of Wedding Crashers when everyone thought they had a winner. Vaughn and Wilson do dialogue scenes together that achieve a poetry of comic timing and invention. Rachel McAdams is delightful, and Isla Fisher has everything she needs to play a hilarious nymphomaniac, except the dialogue and the opportunity. But how do you misplace Christopher Walken in a movie like this?
What?
How do you end up with Will Ferrell looking like an afterthought? Why have Bradley Cooper spreading unease in every scene he occupies? So you can never understand why McAdams
Meanwhile, he
would
didn't
even be
know
with
who-
him.
But he didn't know who Bradley Cooper was at the time.
The same.
Oh my God.
There are individual moments that are very funny, yet they never coalesce into the laugh out loud comedy the concept is setting up. Academy Awards, none from a nomination standpoint.
I think we're
Yep, same thing. For
I think
40.
we're pretty.
And then 40 Virgin was 7.1, so basically the same.
Yep.
Out of 10. Ollie Richards of Empire Magazine said, overlong and slightly muddled, this is nevertheless an enjoyable showcase for the superb Steve Carell. Moira, the machine is the Moira McDonald of Seattle Times said, the 40-year-old virgin disarms us. It is, at its heart, a sweet-natured, romantic comedy. Unfortunately, you have to clear away a fair bit of debris to find that heart. Debris. And then Roger Ebert, 3.5 out of 4.
Yeah.
The film is surprisingly insightful as buddy comedies go, and it has a good heart and a lovable hero. The buddies are wonderfully cast, all having problems of their own, and seem focused on passing them on to Andy as advice. But the best reason the movie works is because Steve Carell and Catherine Keener have a rare kind of chemistry that is maybe better described as mutual sympathy. Her task in the plot is to end Andy's virginity, but her challenge is to create a relationship we care about. The character Trish is intuitively understanding, but more importantly, she actually likes this guy, and their interactions offer insights under the surface that are subtle and sincere.
Yep.
And like I hinted at, no nominations for Academy Awards.
I will say, in a world where Bridesmaids exist and the ability to get an Academy Awards nomination, 40-Year-Old Virgin, I mean, like,
It's
I get
ahead of
it.
its time in some ways.
I get it, but like, it ultimately is more vulgar than Bridesmaids is, so that may be the difference because it's really aggressively vulgar.
Yeah.
But that's I mean, not surprising, but like, I could see how there could be a nomination there. But yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
We begin our discussion with our reaction segment that we call Spotlight.
This is Boston, and the church does not want them to be found. So, they are not there.
This is where we highlight and discuss our top takeaways of any kind from rewatching our subject film.
We've got two stories here. We've got a story about degenerate clergy, and we've got a story about a bunch of lawyers turning child abuse into a cottage industry.
If there were 90 of these bastards, people would know.
Maybe they do.
This is Spotlight.
They knew, and they let it happen.
Anyway. All right, off topic. Off topic. Tim and I are talking totally separately.
Record scratch.
So, all right, on the social network, Tim, you have we're going to let you
I think it was something that to your credit, I derailed with our Jaws and Back to the
I
Future.
had no other plan.
Let's give it a
I
shot.
literally don't have a plan on this one. I'm like, I got notes in my notebook.
When I put a whole bunch
Look
of
at
the notes
me.
together, I'm like, oh, there's some themes.
There's
of
some,
sorts.
there are definitely similarities between these two.
Which I didn't.
Yes.
I guess I appreciate when I saw them, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And then watching them back to back, I was like, whoa, hold up. Wait a second.
When was the last time you saw either one of these movies?
Oh, boy, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I think it's probably been
At least,
18,
like,
50,
probably close to
15
when they
years.
came
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's been a while. So, obviously, both films are centered around sex. Spoiler. And grown men's efforts to either get some, or like not, or keep it at bay because of the virginity, but also like, let's keep this going as long as possible. So, that's kind of not surprising, but also I didn't appreciate in 2005. Like, there's sex-based comedies.
Yeah.
But other themes that I was stood out to me from the movies were the first one, deception.
Okay.
Is the heart of both stories.
Yeah.
So Wedding Crashers is they lie about who they are because they're just there to get some action.
Yeah.
And they're trying to conquest and move on.
Yep.
40-Year-Old Virgin is Andy is trying to not be honest about who he is. Like he's deceiving.
Yeah.
From it comes out in a unfortunate poker game.
But yeah.
And then he's keeping it at bay from his romantic interests.
There's a key distinguishing thing here.
Yes.
Yes, at its core, yes.
But deception being the loose term, in as much as the intent and why there might be deception.
Yeah.
Wedding Crashers is we're gonna lie about this shit because we just want to get some ass.
Yes.
And then 40-year-old version is like from a core vulnerability.
Yeah, he's lying
like,
for a different reason.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, he's lying for a reason. You're like, yeah, I can kind of
And
see
one stands out as far as like I can relate or
Yeah.
appreciate or empathize. The other is like, oh, I hate these guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're definitely going to like one of these movies better than the other. For sure.
absolutely.
For sure. I will say, it is. Both of these movies lie at the center of the story.
Yep.
Movies. And I think 40-Year Virgin gets a bit of a bad rap in being that, but it is what it is. There's still a lie. He had withheld that from people, and then he obviously was not telling Catherine Keener's character.
Yeah.
But not for his own, like...
Trish,
Trish the Dish. And it is, like...
No one calls me that.
It is where he, like... He's lying about it. And, boy, I think this is hard to, like, go down in depth.
Yeah.
Why it works in 40-Year Virgin is he's lying because just before he ends up with Trish and that kind of stuff, he's being made fun of, or he's although his friends actually, to their credit, don't make fun of him necessarily.
No.
They might give him some shit. Other people definitely make fun of him, but like the people who are closest to him and these new friends of his, they're actually trying to get him laid. They're actually being like, good for you, but let's get you laid.
Let's help you in this effort.
And I will say, like, that's where there's a fundamental difference between this. Is like one is from a like protective standpoint, like you say, and the other is from a like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna fuck as many chicks as I can, and this is gonna be totally worth it, and the lie is gonna be worth it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
wedding season.
It is deception, but one is like gross deception, like
absolutely,
and the other is like, yeah, I probably would do what Andy did.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so weird, these two movies. They are comparable. And you're gonna go elsewhere here in a second, but like in my brain before we rewatch these, I kind of had a like, I think I like Wedding Crashers better than 40-Year Virgin.
Exactly.
As I remembered
that
it
was
back.
my thought.
Like
before.
as like I
this
have
movie's
this
hilarious.
Yeah, it's so
great.
There are legitimately fucking funny parts in that movie, and that's another story. But like, I remember being like, I don't think 40-Year Virgin is going to age well, and actually, we're going to talk about that differently later. And it's the opposite of that. So yeah, the lie at the center of the story type of movie, which always pisses us off.
Absolutely,
you and I can't fucking stand that.
Yeah,
because in Wedding Crashers, I will get into why I think it actually succeeds a little bit over other ones later. But like that lie at this end of the story is so fucking frustrating.
Yes.
Because everything's predicated on this. He's like, oh, this is annoying.
Yes.
Move on.
Yes.
Just tell the fucking truth.
Well, and
so yeah, deception is a key between these two.
I didn't appreciate
the
so
time, different. Like, oh, God, they're so different. Oh man.
Why are you trying to deceive?
Yes.
And what's your intent?
Yeah.
And it is like, what's the impact of that deception?
Right. Yeah.
That matters.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one stupidly glosses over that impact.
Yeah. Right at the beginning, you say, are you completely full of shit or just 50%? He's like, I hope 50, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You hope 50?
Yeah. Or after,
you
like,
hope,
oh,
you hope for half full of shit. That's your goal here.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So I also thought about these movies at the time. Like you have, well, I mean, Wedding Crashers, Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson, known elements.
Yeah.
Established comedy people. 40-Year Virgin, we had seen Steve Carell with Anchorman.
Yeah, and then on
The
Daily
Office.
Show. Yeah.
And the Daily Show. Like,
and he had one. This was the summer after the first season of The Office.
Yeah,
that
so it's like, this
season.
He was a somewhat known entity.
Yeah.
But like we had Paul Rudd, like you know of him, like small enough. But it's funny watching this now, so many years later, being I think struck by like standout performances from newbies. So Wedding Crashers, I forgot how great Isla Fisher is. In terms of, she
owns it.
Came
man.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And she, like, from a actress standpoint, understood the assignment.
Yeah.
To me. Like, she gets it. Like, aside from the deception and, like, stuff that doesn't hold up over 20 years later.
But
she
also is deceiving. This is where I'm like, this is why she works. Because she is like, I'm going to see. In her mind, she's taking advantage of Jeremy.
Yes.
So that works.
Exactly, yes.
Because
It totally
she's
works.
pulling the same shit on him.
Yes.
Like, I thought guys liked virgins, and so I'm going to pretend to be that, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that.
Yes.
She's doing the same fucking shit as
Yes.
So that actually is where it works great.
Right?
She's reversing the same shit on them.
Yeah, playing
and
playing
he
him for
gets
the fool.
screwed with it, and then in the end, he ends up being like, "This is my soulmate."
Yes.
Like, this is the person I'm meant
This
to be with.
person is
Right.
terrible
Exactly.
like I am. Let's do this.
Sign me up.
Yes.
So I love that. I think
Yes.
she's great in the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for me, For the Virgin, despite how great Catherine Keener is, but we've known her she's like great. Seth Rogen is such a great, like, we saw him in Freaks and Geeks and has like pretty much nothing prior to this as far as.
Yeah, we haven't really covered Seth Rogen, have we?
No. Up to this point, he's been in pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
He stands out to me. As far as like
he and Paul Rudd to me, I think Paul Rudd stands out as well. But
Paul Rudd's like this like sacky, like
I get
like
it.
you're like
Yeah.
so sad, like whatever, like man, like you're like
but
like,
when he's gonna, what does he say with Michael McDonald? He's like, I'm gonna
burn this place down. Yeah,
burn this place down.
yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly. It's so great. Yeah.
But anyway, Seth does come out of nowhere, and he has that like. I think Seth Rogen has a negative. Like, people think he was this, like, sort of raunchy comedy guy or whatever. He actually brings a lot of heart to this role.
He does.
Yeah.
It's like, again, understanding the assignment of what you're tasked to do as a supporting character. Isla Fisher nails it out of the park. To me, Seth Rogen
I agree.
starts off as being, like, kind of abrasive in, like, his first commentary is like, I'm going to Mexico, like, it's a woman fucking a donkey. It's like,
donkey.
what the hell is this? Like, but I agree. As it goes along,
but to his credit, in the end, he says, "This is a woman fucking a horse." Like, it's just like he's like, it's not what you would think it would be.
Yeah, like, but he adds so much. To I think these movies at the time having star performances like of these unknowns coming out of it.
Yeah. I was struck by, I forgot Kevin Hart was in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
Like, there's a weird little, like, really great cast in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Like,
yes.
It's really odd.
Totally agree.
I agree in terms of, like, although Carell is great as Andy, the sub-characters in both films are the key to him. And I get really pissed at the Christopher Walken comment because the reason why he's there is actually the end of that movie. He hammers it home.
Yes.
Like, he nails it. He's like, I'm here for my daughters. I'm actually here for this. Like, I'm supporting.
He's somewhat wasted until that time.
Yeah. The first half of that movie, he's just sitting there.
Yes.
Like, he's just whatever.
Yes.
And then he randomly is bumping chests with Bradley Cooper. That's just weird.
Yeah.
But like, once he is, I know, right? Once he is actually the supportive father.
I agree. And sees.
Yes.
McAdams' character.
The last 30 minutes of Wedding Crashers saves it for me. And so I think that's where I'm like, I don't think you were wasted on. I don't think Christopher Walken was wasted. I think he was used appropriately. Because he ends up. What does Christopher Walken or anyone in that role as the secretary bring to that role at that time?
Yeah.
He's literally just got to be there for the role of being supportive at the
story.
And so
device.
I think the sub characters, side characters are actually really great. I actually think Rachel McAdams is a meh in Wedding Crashers. She does nothing for me except look cute, which success. But like, there's nothing about her. Like, I get mad at Rachel McAdams actually as I get older,
right?
Because I'm like, you let this motherfucker be your future fiance because you feel out of obligation.
Yes,
I get it. But this dude is an asshole.
Yes.
He is so bad to you. So to Bradley Cooper's credit, he's great in that.
He leans hard into it.
He's great into it. But I'm like, I get a little mad at Rachel McAdams. I'm like, you are terrible. He is awful to you, and you're like, oh, Zach is so. It's like, it's so bad.
That was interesting. Like the themes of these two movies.
Yeah.
To that point, where yes, our protagonists have to fall in love or find some counterpart. Catherine Keener to me is unreal.
Yeah.
With how
Steve
good she
Carell
is.
told Judd Apatow she legitimizes this movie.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
She's so good. She comes in, visits, and right away you're like, oh, okay. It's not just, somewhat Ebert's credit, a story device. Like she's going to be the one that he sleeps with eventually. She has to care about this character and has the connection. And she is compelling, interesting. And as the layers get revealed later of like, oh, she's a grandma.
Yes.
Like,
She's a gilf.
I got 3 kids.
Yeah.
Here's this. Like, wow. Like, it's far more compelling. And yes, I agree. Wedding Crashers, despite Rachel McAdams, like signing up for an insufferable assignment, she's like a means to an end.
Yeah.
But I agree. You're like, I don't get how you are compelling. And this is the person Owen Wilson's competing against.
Yeah. There is no competition.
He's awful.
Owen Wilson
And
lied
how
about
are
his
you-
name.
Yes.
There endeth the list.
Yes.
Bradley Cooper has been fucking some other
He's a
chick.
piece of shit.
Yes. He literally is cheating on you.
Yes.
Yeah. Wedding Crashers has so many flaws. It's not
So
even
many
funny.
problems.
Yeah, it is. But okay, fine.
Yes. And that's the thing, like it's not just like the leading ladies
Yeah.
are whatever the story demands of it. It's, you want to feel compelled by, oh yeah, I can see why this main character would be drawn to this person. I never quite get it with the Wedding Crashers stuff.
No.
I'm like, Owen Wilson's like, this one stands out. I want to keep on staying here and work for her. Like, I actually kind of like the Jeremy either Fisher, or Vaughn. Like, that's funny because they're fucked up in their way.
But
to me, like, Owen Wilson, like, get the fuck out of here, man.
I like that. The only reason I like Owen Wilson going after her is he has been searching for. It is clear in the first 20 minutes that he's been searching for something aside from the random hookups and stuff like that. Like, so that is where it's fulfilling to there. Right. But then I guess I get frustrated with the moment he sees that she has a boyfriend.
Yes.
Who in that moment is not awful to her. Like he's not, he's
decent.
a little bit demanding or whatever. Like we got to go to, hey guy, whatever. Like instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to let this girl who's got this guy or whatever. I didn't know. That's fine. He is like, no, I'm going to double down and I'm going to go away for the weekend.
Yes.
Like somehow, again, there's 0% chance I ever make it in that fucking wedding. But like, yeah, that's where I understand we're in a raunchy comedy. You gotta suspend belief. That's fine. But like that whole thing is like, so he felt this connection with her, so good for him. But then it's like, oh, she's got a boyfriend. I'm going to now completely dive in to going to their house to try and break them up.
Yes. Now,
it's justified because of what we find out later. Yeah. But in that moment, if you really think about it, he's not terrible.
Exactly. I'm always struck by like watching Wedding Crashers and thinking about My Best Friend's Wedding.
Sure.
Weirdly enough as it is.
Yeah, second one coming out next year for no reason.
Really?
Oh yeah, sequel coming out next year.
Okay, I can't even.
I know. Anyway, off topic.
Hurts my brain.
Tim's never on social media, folks.
No.
Yeah.
Why? But the great thing about that movie is that Cameron Diaz is a great character.
Yeah.
And so you root against Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
Because she's coming in and being like, this person is like a great, why would you do this?
Yeah.
It's easy in Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
When, yes, the first interaction is nice. And then as you learn more about Zach, he's a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah. You want him to.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just like, I can't, there's no drama to that. It's like, okay, here we
go.
Then
I think like if he were a good person, then Owen Wilson's almost even worse.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go break you up because I like you. Like that. I get why they did that. And I think Bradley Cooper does a great job in the role he has.
Yes.
But I think this gets to you have more like comparisons, right?
Yeah.
Continue on.
No, but it's just like the aspect of protagonist romantic interest. The difference that it comes in.
Catherine Keener it's a huge difference, and not even that. Quite frankly, not even that Andy and Trish are like great together.
No,
they're not like but the two of them are so like in their own characters that you're like, this is different.
Well, it feels authentic.
Yeah.
Where I'm okay with, like, again, like you said, suspension of disbelief. This movie's unto itself. Like, Isla Fisher and Vince Vaughn. Like,
I still think The Hangover is one of the funniest fucking movies ever, and it is not realistic in any way, shape, or form. So I can suspend disbelief.
Yes, but there's something about Keener's character where, she's so authentic.
Yeah,
and connecting to Andy.
Yeah,
that is so fantastic. Where the first part of the movie is like the buddy comedy stuff,
right? And it's fine.
And it builds it, but thankfully it shifts to that. Another thing that happened was, like, thinking through, most of these movies need some type of, like, humiliation.
Sure, yeah.
Where we're going to have main characters experience some difficulty or a challenge. Like, to me, Wedding Crashers, it's the touch football.
Yeah.
Or then...
Which is a decent scene.
Yeah, it's funny at times. Or, like, the being shot in the butt that Vince Vaughn is.
Yeah.
Has to be.
But I have a problem with that scene, by the way, because he says he's going to just like scare him.
Yeah.
But he points him directly at Owen Wilson.
Shoot this fucking
He's going to shoot him.
Yes.
But he happens to shoot away and back off, and he shoots Jeremy.
Yes.
So wait, you were just going to like scare him, but by shooting John?
Yes.
No.
Like, again, right? You go like, this humiliation is really challenging.
Yeah.
Versus, as you mentioned at the beginning, the chest hair waxing scene.
It's
is all-time classic.
There is nothing and because it's real too, because he also got waxed like that. Like, come on,
watching Steve Carell experience that
so bad.
Again, there's a universality from an audience standpoint.
Yeah.
Where you can relate to that character, be like, oh, like the pain.
I've never had my chest hair waxed, and I never will because of this.
But
movie.
Watching it, you're like,
oh god,
kudos to them. So any of these movies have, like, from a comedy standpoint, have to have main characters experience like challenges, struggles.
You look like a man o' lantern.
Yeah, and seeing the like one-offs or whatever is I think that is a connecting element I didn't appreciate 20 years ago. Watching it, like, oh yeah, there's a struggle to this.
Yep.
Because I think about, like, also the dinner scene in Wedding Crashers.
Okay.
Like, Vince
Which
Vaughn's
dinner
character,
scene you're talking
like
about?
at the dinner table at the Nantucket place.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And like Isla Fisher's like jerking him off.
Yeah. That
Like,
does nothing for me.
It
Nobody at
ages-
this table
it
is
ages
watching this.
so horribly.
Yes. Nobody's watching this. We're all
Yes.
fine with this. Like, come
It's
on.
so
Yeah.
awkward and unfortunate.
Yep.
And again, the humiliation, you're like, that's not what I signed up for. Like,
Right.
it's really annoying. And like, almost, I'm going to get this Visine or whatever. And like, but the eyebrows, it's just like, or the grandma's be super racist. It's like, how did you think at the time this is going to hold up? It just,
Yeah, none of those are funny. None of those parts are funny.
No.
But what is funny about, I will say, Wedding Crashers does do well is it's still pretty fucking quotable. Like, both these movies are.
Therein lies some of the benefit in hindsight to both movies.
Yeah, because when he sits there, I will say, like,
you motorboat son of a bitch.
I know. I quote regularly, I say, and it was just right in the first few minutes when she says, "You shut your mouth when you're talking to me," is one of the funniest fucking lines. I say it all the time. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Like, what?
Like,
but
what?
yeah, that scene of what I never realized about the motorboating scene is he's coming up and he is just pissed at John, at Owen Wilson. He's mad.
Yeah.
He's mad. And all of a sudden,
yeah.
he's shit. Oh yeah, you got the boobs in your hand? And you can see it in his face. And he just shifts to be like, but really, you know, how were they? Were they good? You motorboat son of a bitch. And he does this whole little shtick, and then he flips right back to anger back to him.
Yes.
It is a really well done scene from him. And it's fucking hilarious. It is funny. Like, you can't argue that.
Well, we had appreciated, like, Vince Vaughn prior to this.
Vince Vaughn's a lot in this movie, by the way.
He's a lot.
Holy cow.
But I think
He's
about,
a
think about Swingers.
Yeah.
That was our entry to the world of Vince Vaughn.
Right.
Where it's like, oh, man, this guy is great.
Yeah.
In terms of that, like, motor mouth, very, very funny.
Yeah, he is good. Yeah.
Yes.
And he's good in this. I mean, it's fine.
But think about how weird it was, like, back in, like, the mid to late 90s where, like, Vince Vaughn pivoted to, like, The Lost World, The Cell.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I'm gonna
both
be
good movies, by the way.
Oh, great movies.
Yeah. But, yeah.
I would say somewhat miscast for Vince Vaughn, like...
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, he did Hacksaw Ridge if he was, like, you know.
Eventually, but, like, you're leaning to, like, the drama thing. Like, part of me is like, just be Vince Vaughn.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I
so,
get it. Yeah.
You know, he did Starsky and Hutch and Old School, Dodgeball.
I mean, right.
I mean,
Yeah.
all these ones, like, again, say nothing of how terrible he was. Like,
he's still good in Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not,
but the
it's
character's
not his fault.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But I think it works for Wedding Crashers where you combine him with Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
And it can be this motor mouth, like, craziness, insanity.
Yeah.
I agree. Like, I have no problem with really anybody necessarily from, like, an acting standpoint.
Yeah.
It's just, again, the premise and the writing.
Wedding Crashers
the
really
story.
struggles to me in the first half hour. It's just gross. All they're doing is literally living to go crash weddings and bang chicks.
Yes.
Once they're at the secretary's wedding, not much of it is awful.
Yeah.
Right.
But here's what stands out to me, like, as far as what I get annoyed with in this movie, where
Wedding Crashers,
Wedding Crashers specifically. So they have a falling out. Vince Vaughn wants to have this, like, getting married.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson's like, I'm out, whatever. It meets Chaz, Will Ferrell's character.
Yeah.
Which, do you think that character is needed or not?
I don't think he's needed. Will Ferrell was supposed to be a different role, I guess. Like, they were looking, but I don't think he's needed.
Like, I can see
but
how
you got to get John. How do you get John out of his, like, obsessive about her phase?
Sure.
How do you get him out of there? So you have to be like, how do you answer the question of they got busted, and then they go home.
Yes.
And they say he sent like whatever messages and like presents and like, how do you get him out of that funk? Yeah. I mean, like that's where I think
he's got to hit, like,
he is
rock
a little
bottom.
bit early. Yeah. I mean, so if you're gonna hit rock bottom,
and go back to the guy that created these rules or whatever.
Right.
And
so is he necessary? I don't know. But also we get the meatloaf lines. So at that point,
true.
I mean,
and Will
that's
Ferrell,
iconic. Yeah,
I'll take him. But it's also like, I guess you could have him being like the whole funeral thing,
right?
To that. But what I really get annoyed with, I didn't appreciate, is when Owen Wilson comes back to the wedding and mentions to Vince Vaughn's character, like, or what's Jeremy, like, yeah, I met Chaz. He's crazy, whatever. And he has,
but he also
like, he's like, with the funerals, he's got a racket. I'm like, oh, you lost me.
Yep.
Like, your character development, as far as I'm progressing, I'm moving forward, I'm moving past this whatever world. He's clearly still hung up on, like, he's got to market it. I was like, oh, it hit me different. I'm like, oh, you're still a piece of shit.
Yeah. I
didn't like it.
It's so
like,
tough. Wedding Crashers is tough because you have to also say, like, this is the time, this was the expectation at the time, this was like the. But Lisa Schwartzbaum of Entertainment Weekly said,
"Oh,
I know this bothered me, like legitimately kind of bothered me because it was specific to Wedding Crashers. And I actually would really like to talk about 40 the Virgin more soon." Because it's a better movie.
I agree.
But she said,
catharsis.
Funny, ungirdled romp, a buddy picture about buddies who actually know what women want.
What?
This is Lisa Schwartzbaum. And I will say, like, early on, I disagree with that. But later on, they are pretty understanding and pretty, like, they don't. Like, I get that it's so hard because I get that they're trying to get laid in the first part, but who isn't? Like, I mean, I go like, who isn't? But they lied a lot. And actually, that's where I was going to go with this, was what bothers me most is arguably them being mediators in weddings and stuff is
like
a
divorce,
better story at a wedding than venture capitalists.
Yes. True.
Like, that's what I'm like, you want people to give you attention and get like, oh my God, gossipy kind of stories. Be a fucking mediator in a wedding, man.
Yes.
Right away with Dwight Yoakam and
we're lawyers.
Yeah. They're like
Rebecca De Mornay?
Yeah, De Mornay. They're doing this like, that's an interesting story.
Yes.
Like, you can totally do that. And instead they just decide to lie about being venture capitalists.
Yes.
What? That's way less interesting.
Yes.
Than
like lawyers,
what you're doing. It's more money, and maybe that's the goal.
I guess.
But so I don't know. I look at their like sort of I really struggle with Wedding Crashers because I really did not want to like that movie.
No.
And for the first hour and a half, I successfully was like, I don't think I like this movie at all. But I will say this. Last thing I'll say about Wedding Crashers, and you can keep going on what you want to do. The last 30 minutes really salvage it for me. I forgot that the reveal, really what saves Wedding Crashers is the big reveal is 35 minutes from the ending. Almost all the lie at the center of the story movies, the reveal is 5 minutes from the end, and the girl just accepts it and is like, let's just be friends and let's go fuck. Like, in this case, it was like, we're busted, we're going home, I'm brokenhearted, you know, Vince Vaughn's completely drained, and like, but then time goes on.
Yeah.
It wasn't a week later, it wasn't anything. They allow time to pass.
True.
He can't get over it. She can't get over it, whatever. But that's where I'm like, that's where I start to think that Wedding Crashers salvages it a little bit. In that you have, yes, Chaz comes in and yes, this other stuff happens. But these guys have a chance to somewhat learn from their mistakes.
Yeah.
Yes, he totally is like, he might be onto something over there. But he didn't do it. That's Chaz's thing or whatever. It's a line. But, like, he obviously has sort of learned a lesson or whatever. You give me time for that without that random, like, last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And the girl's just like, oh, we're good. So, I mean, that's where the last half hour, you get the Christopher Walken payoff with the daughters.
I agree.
Like
that
you
does
get
have
more
some
payoff
benefit,
in the end because they take their time of watching these guys go through an actual, like, somewhat punishment for their actions.
And I do like the Owen Wilson character coming back to the wedding and being like, I'm not looking for you to marry me.
Yeah.
Just don't marry him. He's
Just
a
don't
piece
marry
of
him.
shit. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I agree. It's like,
so
hey.
It is salvaged by that last half hour.
Yeah.
But, time out.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I peed once. So, I'm done talking about Wedding Crashers. I don't know about you. Did you have comparisons that you wanted to keep going?
I mean,
because I would like to talk more about 40 Virgin because it's a better movie.
Here's
but like,
what I'll say
what do you
is
got?
The last thing I find frustrating about Wedding Crashers is, and it ties into what I think is odd enough, despite the timing of the world, slightly more respectful, is the gayness of it all.
Yeah.
So Wedding Crashers is, unfortunately, at times, with the brother of the two women, Todd,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
He's like portrayed as like a reclusive,
yeah,
like, oh, I'm like this weird dude or whatever, and almost like a sexual abuser of Jeremy.
Yeah.
And I get like, haha, funny, like, but it's, again, it doesn't age well.
No, it's that old school trope of yeah,
like, oh, like the awful gay person or whatever. Whereas I feel like what works in many ways for 40 Version is like the whole like, you know how I know you're gay.
it's all ad libbed, but it just
but
works.
like it's never like offensive.
It's never hateful.
No, right? It's like, yeah, you like Coldplay or like all these things. Like, it's funny in as much as like you would maybe give some banter, but it never is like, oh boy, this is like really off-putting type of thing.
I kept thinking of Orgasmo, where he's like, I don't want to sound gay or nothing, but
I was like a queer or nothing. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think the best one's a kick-ass band. Yeah. It's just like, oh yeah, like.
But that's where I agree in that this is more accepting of that sort of
The time
understanding.
and place of the world.
It
feels like a shift.
Yeah.
Weirdly as it sounds to say, of like 2005, where like it's not bad.
Right.
And
that conversation happens to this day.
Yes.
If guys are playing a video game, they will have that conversation of, you know, how you're gay or whatever it is.
Yes.
That is not an anti-gay thing in any way, shape, or form. And that's where I think it is sort of totally different. Is that Todd is like, he has a couple funny lines, but he's this sort of like outcast as a gay person.
Yes.
But also, I guess we don't know if he's gay or not. I don't even know. Like, it's this thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, 40 Year Virgin handles that way better.
I agree. It works much better. What I love about, I mean, the movie is not.
Which one?
Sorry, I'm done with Wedding Crashers.
Okay, yeah. I didn't figure it. So we're moving on to Wedding Crashers. Yeah.
But,
or on from Wedding.
Like 40-year-old, like what I really appreciated was, I guess I thought it was more of a comedy.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I wouldn't even say it's that funny. As moments.
Yeah, there's quotable moments for sure.
Like,
yeah,
but
I wrote down some of the quotes where I was like, I mean, we still talk about $9 beer night.
Yeah.
I always say I need some fucking French toast.
Like hurting for squirting.
Anything the Michael McDonald stuff just cracks me the fuck up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. You
got to use your peripherals. I say that with people. You got to use your peripherals. You know, I know you like Coldplay.
You like Coldplay, yeah.
There's definitely quotable lines.
Absolutely.
But it is not a laugh out loud riot the whole way through. Yeah.
And I feel like, this was a difference in kind where what was portrayed is like, here's a comedy. And we were used to like Anchorman or Wedding Crashers. Like these type of like old school, like these are going to be funny. I do remember this feeling like in hindsight, a difference in kind.
Yeah.
When it came to like, we could have like heartfelt, like
it could be funny and tell a story.
Yes, it'd be more interesting. And what I love about 40 Version is like, it's never at the expense of the main character.
Never. Yes.
Like it's funny.
It's the huge key to the writing in this movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
To kudos to Judd Apatow and Steve Carell that like to work on this, where it's like you could have moments of hilarity where he's in on it, but it's like you could see how his lack of sexual or like the problems they hint at with the sexual exploits not working well. And then he's just a character like he likes maybe nerdy things.
Yeah.
He's not like some awful human like fuck Sack from Wedding Crashers. Like,
exactly.
Like he's a decent human being who just hasn't been lucky in this area.
And they even cover that.
Now, exactly.
There's a few different opportunities that did not pan out. And now he's like, I just don't think I...
And he's surrounded by people that, like, the main three guys from Smart Tech, who in their own ways are kind of terrible.
Oh, they're awful.
Right?
Yeah.
Again, to Ebert's credit, like, they're, like, kind of passing off their wisdom. It's like, this is really shitty. And so what works for the character is, like, he meets someone.
I do love that Seth Rogen's like, just don't say anything.
Yeah.
Just ask questions.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it works, and then it's a funny setup for the first half of the movie.
Right.
And then once it starts to move into the romantic side, it totally works.
Yeah, that's where Kathy Keener is the key to this. Yeah. That entire character is just key to all of it.
And I definitely didn't appreciate 20 years ago.
No, I didn't either. That's why, again, we talked about, I thought I would laugh way more in Wedding Crashers. And then I was like, nope, I laugh way more in 40 Year Virgin, and I definitely like that story more.
Yes, I agree. It's so much better.
I will say, with Kathy Keener, one thing I want to mention is I actually think their relationship is fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with, I don't get any kind of chemistry between them necessarily. What I think from a story perspective I appreciated the most in rewatching it was they still waited till marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Not from a biblical standpoint or anything like that. It had nothing to do with that. It was this idea that she finds out and he's hesitant. And so what does she do? She's like, we don't have to.
No.
We can wait.
Yeah.
We can wait. I assume that conversation happened on the way.
Right.
To say where like he's probably going like, I'm not ready. I'm not like, there's this appreciation for Andy in this movie that says he's not a freak.
No.
He's not the weirdo.
Some deviant.
Right.
Yes.
And so often it would have been that way.
Yes.
Whereas like Seth Rogen and them, they're the deviants in here.
Yeah.
Like they're lovable and they're definitely
they're
like,
endearing.
They're
Yes.
endearing. But like I think what works the best here is that they waited for marriage.
Yes.
It really is one of those like I don't get it because I don't get it.
No.
But it works so well for this story.
Yes.
And I think the writers, Apatow and Carell, and I know a lot of this was ad-libbed and a lot of it was, that kind of stuff.
They
but
build the premise.
You still had the premise.
Yeah.
What you were talking about with Andy, he's never the butt of the joke. He's never, they go out of their way to be like, Andy is our proxy to this world. Like Andy is the person who we're supposed to relate to.
Yep.
Not everyone else. Like we're supposed to relate to Andy here.
Yes.
I don't ever think I thought of that the first time around. In that Andy and the waiting till marriage thing, I was like, this is huge.
Yeah.
And it makes it the way it pays off with Age of Aquarius, it absolutely pays off because they waited.
Yes.
Some unknown amount of time.
Yes. And I'm so happy that it didn't happen in like a just check it off the list, notch that belt.
Yeah. They got him laid by a stripper or something like that. That would have been
out
like
of your system.
No.
And it is a great, I mean, it's somewhat awkward, but like I didn't like it maybe the first time seeing it when he's like, okay, I'm out of here. He gets drunk. Elizabeth Banks' character brings him back to her place.
No.
And it's like this awkward.
Leslie Mann does.
No, she's earlier. She
Oh,
pukes,
yeah. Later
Banks,
on, yeah.
Come on back.
Yep.
Like
in the tub.
Yeah, the tub where he's like, this is really graphic. And then I love he walks out and his three friends
And his three friends are there.
Yeah.
We can't let you do this.
Yeah. They're like,
I love that.
Yes. Right? It's off-putting in some ways, but like they knew because of the environment, like, oh no. Like this, we care enough about you.
Yeah.
That you can't do this.
Yes.
We've all had this action like with her and like it's not gonna work.
Yeah, we've done this with her.
But there's no like slut shaming either.
I agree.
Right?
At no point in this movie, at no point I don't think, and I mean, you and I are definitely the voices for the females of our crowd.
Hey ladies.
I will say, I don't think you ever feel like anyone's taken advantage of.
No.
In fact, actually, Andy's probably taken advantage of more than anyone else.
Yeah.
At no point in this movie do you feel like there's a woman who's put in a position of
like vulnerability,
inferiority, or
taken
vulnerability.
advantage of. Yes.
Yeah. Leslie Mann is fucking great.
Yes.
He's the drunk chick.
Throws him in his face. Yes.
The yogurt in his face.
Yeah.
It's a fucking French toast. At no point is anybody, I don't think any woman in this movie is, and I think that's a testament to Carell and Apatow saying, we have this character idea, this person.
Yes.
We're going to hammer it home.
Yep. But
do it in a way that is actually compelling towards everybody.
Yes.
Every single character has a moment where you're like, oh, I'm pretty compelled by this character.
Yeah.
Side note, is there anybody on the planet who can tell an awkward story as good as Jane Lynch?
Oh, she's so...
the Guatemalan love song that apparently is just like a nothing burger or something she learned back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, she's so...
She learned the best parts of like the Christopher Guest world.
Yeah.
And transit it out into the other world.
I will rock your world.
Yes, I will.
I will haunt your dreams.
It's
just like, oh
I'm very
God.
caring. I will haunt your nightmare dreams. Like it's so good. Like
she's so good.
Yes,
nobody can tell an awkward story like Jane Lynch.
It's like
she's so good.
Yes. So I think I agree. I did not. I always remember the two of them.
Yeah.
Feeling disappointed in some ways by 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah. I legitimately didn't think I would like that movie again.
And Wedding Crashers being like, this is a amazing thing. Aside from the whole, it's a reference I always use, like, it's terrible. Like, I'm going to lie to you for the whole thing, but I'm still a good person. Love me. Fine.
Yeah. There's funny moments
Sure.
in Wedding Crashers for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
what does he say when he says, like, I'm going to go ice my balls and spit up blood for an hour or whatever it is? That's a great line.
Yes.
This is a funny line.
Yes.
But the biggest problem with Wedding Crashers is I don't give a shit about anybody.
No.
Whereas I think 40-Year-Old Virgin, let's put it this way. I will never probably watch Wedding Crashers again.
Never again.
Unless somebody else wants to watch it with me.
Yep.
I would watch 40-Year-Old Virgin on a regular basis.
Yes.
Because it's a good story.
Yes.
Like, it is an interesting story.
Yes.
A 40-year-old virgin in a world that is an almost impossibility, but not really because they exist.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was shocked how much I was really affected by 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But they surrounded with great characters and like the I'm not trying to sound racist, but like the Indian characters around the guy there being like, like the older gentleman.
The sand N-word.
Yeah.
That whole thing
Like,
was
they're
like,
so-
you to take my shift?
Yeah.
Oh, if I get another commission. All right. And they hug it out. And they're just
Yes.
like, yep.
This is so well done.
Yeah.
And like the random shit of like them talking, all of a sudden like Dawn of the Dead's in the background, like
Yes. Oh, God.
yeah, oh god, like this is my like son's dick. Like it's just great attention to like characters you could like relate to.
Yeah. Everybody, I worked at Sears in the tech, like the IT or whatever. Everybody in there, I could be like, oh, that's like so and so.
Yeah.
I could totally see that. Like, but they're all somewhat redeemable in that nobody, like, it's hard because you talk about the friend. Good Lord, what's his name? I wrote this down. Romani Malco.
Yes.
I can't remember his name in the movie. He is cheating on his girlfriend.
Yeah.
He is blatantly cheating on her. So
Yes.
he's not necessarily likable.
Yeah, he's like, he's broken up because I came home and I had my like a rubber on
I had
my
a
dick.
rubber on. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of already on there.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like,
terrible.
okay. Like, he's not necessarily redeemable.
Yes.
But everyone else is pretty much like, you're just like a normal dude. You're
Yes.
just going through life either trying to
Figuring
get
shit
your
out.
D wet and then figure it out. Like,
Yes.
yeah. What else you got? I'm done.
I only wanted to talk about really quickly. Kudos to them. You mentioned it, the Age of Aquarius. Like, I remember in the theater being like, "What the
Talk
fuck
about
is
balls
happening?"
to the wall.
Like, we're just gonna have an ending sequence
Yeah.
of Age of Aquarius. Let the sun shine in, and here we go.
And it works.
And it works.
And it works.
Like you,
It just works.
Like that's
Yeah.
like Anchorman with the Afternoon Delight
Yeah.
absurd sequence, and we're gonna wait another year.
Yeah.
And have this ending sequence, and I'm so happy to do it. Like,
Yeah.
it absolutely works.
Apparently, Jonah Hill had heat stroke.
Really?
Yeah, because he's only in the eBay store.
Yeah, eBay
which
store, yeah.
actually I love. I found out. I heard that that eBay store was written into the story. Once they've had Smart Tech, they were on location.
Yeah.
There was an actual store of we sell your stuff on eBay, and they wrote it in.
They're like, this is great.
Because it was like, yeah, it worked. But yeah, I love that
I'm
Jonah
just gonna
Hill.
give you money. Ooh, that's not how it works.
Yeah. Oh, I just want to take these home. I don't know why you're being so difficult. I just want to take these home.
That's good. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I had.
Okay.
Nice.
We got the verdict, right?
Yep.
I can't remember what button it is. Let's go with this.
I'm going up there. I'm going to try it. I'm going to let the jury
The rare
decide.
time I ever hit the right button.
As we close out our spotlight segment, we come to our final takes called The Verdict.
If we are to have faith and justice, we need only to believe in ourselves.
This is where Tim and I give our final verdicts after rewatching the film and decide whether or not the movie held up over the course of 2 decades.
Now you get out of here before I call a bailiff and have you thrown in jail.
This is The Verdict.
I said to hell with it, to hell with it.
All right. Well, here we go. We got a couple of different how this is going to work. I have 2 verdicts. Tim has 1. So my first verdict is going to be about Wedding Crashers. About halfway through Wedding Crashers, I was ready to say this movie sucked hard. Yes, there are some good laughs, and everyone involved is good. I mean, like in terms of performances and things like that. But there's just not really much in the way of story or characters that I care about. I still am not all the way back to thinking I like the movie, but I had forgotten how much time there was after the lie reveal. This extra time gives us and the characters time to move on in their lives, or at least try to move on, and also gives us the extra storyline of Chaz and the iconic Meatloaf lines. Let's just be fair. I mean, it's just fun. Yep. It's raunchy. There you go. This extra time at the end saves the film for me and allows a story to flesh out, albeit with the cliched altar moments that end the film. Overall, Wedding Crashers is a weaker addition to the mid-2000s raunchy comedy trope, but not a failed one, as we experienced with Zoolander previously. I have 3 out of 5 stars on Wedding Crashers. 40-Year-Old Virgin for me. For some reason, I had it in my head that this movie was nothing but tits and ass, and not much of a story. Not that I didn't have fond memories of seeing it at the time, but somewhere along the lines, my mind had shifted with regards to the film. I was wrong. The 40-Year-Old Virgin is exactly what you'd want out of a raunchy style comedy, in that it at least offers us a solid storyline for our well-rounded main character, Steve Carell, embodies Andy, and you can tell he created him with care, so that the audience would not see him as the punchline, but rather the hero. There is an excess of raunchy language that can get annoying at times. There is a lot of language in that movie, for sure. But the supporting roles from Rudd and Rogen help us get past this with some truly hilarious bits. Steve Carell is the star here, though, and still the reason to rewatch it, especially the Age of Aquarius ending. I have 4 out of 5 on 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Nice. It feels in many ways like Wedding Crashers was one of the final raunchy comedies of the late 90s into the early aughts, while 40-Year-Old Virgin was clearly the start of the Judd Apatow comedy with a dash of the feels, I'll say, that would take over the late aughts. So it's interesting watching them again, oddly enough, together. I don't know that I remembered them being the same year. Wedding Crashers, to its credit, has incredibly funny moments.
Yeah.
Against an incredibly stupid plot device that does not hold up over time. While 40 Virgin has dashes of comedy against a far more compelling story. Vaughn and Wilson are great together in Wedding Crashers. I mean, they're just, to me...
I mean, come on.
Although, there's times where I'm like, Owen Wilson looks way too pretty.
Minus the broken nose, but
you're like, man, like, you are well maintained. And Steve Carell showed he could pivot away eventually from his breakout office role and his role as Brick Tamlin in Anchorman. Thankfully, both movies surround their main characters. Again, like we talked about, like both movies really do a great job of surrounding the main characters with standout and funny friends. Some, I would say, are better than others, more fleshed out. Of the 2 movies, I would absolutely say I will never watch Wedding Crashers again. Oddly enough, watched it on our anniversary recently because we're like, wedding, yeah, that's fine. But 40-Year-Old Virgin absolutely ages way better.
Yeah,
than the 2 of them. 3 out of 5. Same thing for Wedding Crashers, and 4 out of 5 for me with 40-Year-Old Virgin. I was far more surprised.
I was too.
At how I
pleasantly.
Damn,
I mean,
yes.
yeah. I mean,
thankfully surprised.
Yeah, it was good.
It's good.
Have I ever told you my before we move on, my greatest Super Bowl commercial idea of all time ever?
What's that?
You mentioned Brick Tamlin. I don't know if you're familiar with Old Spice.
Oh yeah.
Names of their product, like Bear Glove and Dragon Eye and like this. The names
Stupid
are just
shit, yeah.
ridiculous,
Yeah.
right? And I remember being like, I felt like this would be a great commercial in that Brick disappears. He's like kidnapped, right? And so the Anchorman crew goes looking for him, like whatever. And it turns out that Old Spice kidnapped Brick. And he just, because he's like, I love Lamp. And he just says stupid shit. And he would just be in a room, like saying like, Bear Glove and like just random stupid shit.
2 words together.
And then like Ron Burgundy would be like, he's where he belongs. And like that be the end of the commercial. And it'd be this Old Spice, like just like it doesn't make sense, but it doesn't have to, would be their like quote or something like that. And I was like, anyway.
You're welcome.
And yeah, $1 million idea 20 years ago.
There you go.
The exciting quiz program 21.
Our final segment of the episode is Quiz Show,
I've stood on the shoulders of life, and I've never gotten down into the dirt to build.
where in our research for our subject film, we find some interesting trivia nuggets that we hope will stump the other and possibly intrigue you.
This is not McCarthyism. You're not here to expose for the sake of exposure.
This is Quiz Show.
Well, evidently certain of the contestants were given the answers in advance.
Cheating on a quiz show. It's like plagiarizing a comic strip.
All right. So I only have one. Tim says he has 3.
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask my. So I'll ask my one, and then we'll go from there. For the 40-year-old virgin, this film is one of Jonah Hill's. Basically his first film. He had one, but he was in the not I Heart Huckabees. Actually, was it I Heart Huckabees? It was that where it was like one of those Noah Baumbach whatever films. Anyway, the film is basically one of Jonah Hill's first couple films.
It's David Russell, but yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And he would go on to star or co-star in how many Judd Apatow directed films?
Shit.
So
Directed?
how, like, not including this, how many Judd Apatow films has Jonah Hill starred in or co-starred in?
God. Okay, Knocked Up.
Yep.
1.
Yes, that's one.
Funny People.
Yep.
I don't know that I can think of any others besides that. Damn it. Yeah, I'm stopping there.
You going 2?
Yeah. I think there's 3.
Oh.
But I can't name the third one.
Well, I mean, I gave you a right buzzer because you are right at 2.
Yes.
It is only 2 more. I would have thought
Really?
like many more. But it is only
Right?
this movie, Funny People, and Knocked Up.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Knocked Up was supposed to be the sequel to this movie, to 40 Virgin.
Really?
Yeah, they had started coming up with Andy and her get pregnant, and it was Knocked Up and this kind of stuff, and it just turned into another vehicle to like be separate.
Yeah, I guess like Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Could be like take it from there.
But yeah, only 2. In my
True.
head, I was like, oh, Apatow and
yeah,
and, you know,
Hill
there
would
and
be like
everything
forever,
or
yeah.
whatever. Paul Rudd, that's another story.
Oh.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But only 2. I kind of was like, oh, I feel like there'd be more.
Really?
There you go.
So, crossing movie details between the 2 films we've covered.
Okay.
Paul Rudd,
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth Banks, and Bradley Cooper starred together in what 2001 cult comedy classic.
Your favorite Wet Hot American Summer?
Yes, I had to bring it in. Oh, God, it's so
A
good.
film I have seen once in my life.
It's so...
I have at least seen it, but I have only seen it once. Yeah.
And I would never convince people they like it, but I adore that movie. It's so stupid and wonderful. Nice!
Elizabeth Banks is a sneaky good comedian.
Oh, she's so good.
Yeah, she has a really good... Also, this movie proves that I guess she has boobs. You would never know that. Because they push those mother effers up in this movie.
They work with a lot.
Yeah.
Speaking of her, hey, despite sharing minimal screen time together in 40 Virgin, Seth Rogen and Elizabeth Banks would work together again in what 2008 Kevin Smith sex-based directed comedy.
Dude, Zach and Miri Make a Porno?
Zach and Miri Make a Porno.
That is a great movie.
It's so good.
That is actually legitimately probably one of Kevin Smith's funniest movies.
Yes.
Like
endearing.
Yeah, if you take Mallrats and like early Kevin Smith out of it, it is easily one of his best.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I take a coffee black? Can I do a minute? White? What is it like?
This is so good. I love the movie. Yeah.
Yep.
It's very good. So
2 for 2.
nice job. All right. So we're gonna test your. We'll get there.
God.
This is the second film that Paul Rudd and Seth Rogen have starred together. First time being Anchorman.
Okay.
No direct interaction, but still technically together. Seth Rogen's the cameraman.
Yeah.
At the Panda Watch.
Yeah.
So following this movie,
Okay.
they starred together again, either on screen or by voice,
Oh shit.
in 5 more films. I will give you the year, but can you name them?
Okay.
So 2006,
Okay.
2013, 2016, 2022, and
Jesus.
2023.
So is one of those Sausage Party?
It is. That's
Okay.
2016.
2016. I
Yeah.
feel like okay. It's,
Yep.
You said
I mean, 2006. We've talked about it.
what? What tonight we've talked about
Yes.
it. Oh, Knocked Up.
There you go.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
like, okay.
Yeah, I'm like,
there it is.
that's it. Right, yeah.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
So we got 06, and then what's the next one?
2013. And it's got tons of famous people playing themselves.
Oh my god. Oh, I was going to say This Is the End.
That's
right?
yep.
Okay,
This is the end.
So I get those mixed up
Yep.
with the At World's End, like the
the Edgar Wright one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is the end. Yep.
Okay, that's 3. I'm happy with that where I'm at. And what are my next ones?
really good. 22 and 23.
Oh shit. Rogen and Rudd.
Yep. Those are both, I will say,
That's 3 or 4 years, or 2 or 3 years ago.
more so their voice.
Yeah. Got it. I should probably know this. Yeah, whatever. What do you got? I'm good where I'm at.
I'm happy with what you get.
Yeah.
22 is Chippendales Rescue Rangers,
Okay.
which is a
It's
fantastic
a great movie. It's a great
yeah.
movie. I've only watched it the one time, but
And
yeah.
you're gonna
okay.
kick yourself. TMNT. Mayhem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the gecko and like
Love
the Rocksteady.
that
yeah.
movie. God, that's a good movie.
Right. Yes.
You're welcome. I told you to watch that with your family.
Oh, that's so good. Yes. So yeah, they've got a long history together. Yeah, 7 movies.
But
together.
yeah, I thought about Apatow and like Rudd and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So Apatow actually wanted Jason Segel in this movie.
Sure.
And so, fun fact, like the studio said they didn't want Segel because they couldn't like picture him in whatever role they were looking for. And so Apatow encouraged him to write his own material.
Yeah.
And he goes out and writes Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yes.
Because of this.
It's so great.
So Forgetting Sarah Marshall potentially doesn't exist without this movie
Studio,
because the studio didn't want him in this role. It's like,
And I love when he's like, I'm going to write this in Hawaii.
yeah, exactly. If you're going to do it right, right?
You sound like I'm not
Yeah, I'm London. Speaking of, there you go, Jonah Hill. There we
Right?
go, full circle. All right, well, that brings us to the end of our episode. Be sure to find us on all of our previous episodes on your favorite streaming platforms. And stay tuned for our upcoming episodes on, what was it again? Cinderella Man and Munich.
Real fun
There we
ones.
go. Yeah, exactly. Laugh riots, although if you don't cry in Cinderella Man, I'll be upset.
Obviously.
Find us on the web via the Metaverse and Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, and head to 20years4beers.com for more info. We want to say thank you for taking the time to listen and for clicking that like or subscribe button on your devices. This has been 20 Years 4 Beers. My name is Steve.
I'm Tim.
And thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Darkness. Debris. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Oh, you lost me.
They're the deviants in here. Fuck off. I don't want to sound gay or nothing, but
I was like a queer or nothing.